Alright, this video is on how to get out of generational poverty. Uh, First, before we even talk about how to get out of generational poverty, I saw a pretty interesting video from Dave Ramsey about how people pretty much get into generational poverty. And I'm not gonna say this is the actual just cause, but you can't argue with statistics. Uh, Basically, he said it's pretty much like three things. If you do these three things, you will not be in poverty for the most part. Only 8% of people who do these things end up fall into poverty. And he says graduate high school, marry before you have a child, and don't have a child before you're 20. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much depending on where you are in life. It might be a little late on that one, but yeah, he says only 8% of people who do these things fall into poverty. 79% of people who do not do these things fall into poverty. 78% of married people are homeowners, while 40 to 44% of people who are just people living together or single are homeowners. So, if you're married, you're like double your likelihood of being a homeowner, and your possibilities of being in poverty just dramatically go down. And what is poverty? Poverty is kind of like porno. I can't exactly tell you what it is, but I know what it is when I see it. But we're just going to use the United States Department of Health and Human Services numbers, because we can make the case even at double what they call in poverty, you're probably still like pretty close to in poverty. But okay, so for one person it's $12,880. For a single person and one child, $17,420. That is not enough to make it in most places in the United States of America. Like, especially since they take out taxes. So let's just say that 17,000 is like 12,000. Like, this is getting crazy. This is crazy. And again, I'm not knocking being a single parent. I'm just saying we just looking at what the numbers say and the statistics. Being a single parent is probably better than being in an abusive or in a bad situation. But we're just going by the statistics. Among all people, single parents living in poverty is 26%. White people, 22%. Black people, we double this to 44%, and to Hispanics is 33%. And the single parent in poverty thing seems to be a thing. All right, now this is also from Wikipedia. In many cases, poverty is caused by a job loss. In 2007, a poverty rate of 21.5% for individuals who were unemployed, but only 2.5 for individuals who were employed fully. Children growing up in female-headed, non-spouse present, in female-headed families with no spouse present, have a poverty rate of 4 times that of children of married couples. And let me read that one again. Children growing up in female-headed families with no spouse present have a poverty rate of over 4 times that of children in a married couple's family. And I can definitely relate to this one. I had a, unfortunate situation in life, and just led me like places I wasn't trying to be. Living in poverty often means surviving daily in vulnerable conditions with financial instability and limits to access to necessities such as food, shelter, and water. Poverty acts as a traumatic experience in many people's lives. Even after graduating in class status, difficulties persist in enjoying daily life. I can actually understand this and have somewhat experienced this. I I grew up pretty much like middle class, maybe even slightly upper middle class. But everybody has their moment in life where they have their setbacks. So I've had my setbacks in life. So I just know from my setback how that changed me and changed my viewpoint on some things. Now, people growing up in poverty, like from childhood, I can only imagine how traumatizing that could be. Statistics prove that children living in poor neighborhoods are more likely to suffer traumatic incidents like witnessing or being victim of violence, parental neglect, or abuse. These kids also struggle with daily stress caused by food or housing insecurity and overwhelmed, underemployed, stressed out parents. What are the three main things keeping people from getting out of poverty? Family, environment, and yourself. Family. If you were born into generational poverty, like your drunk uncle, your drunk mom and daddy, your cousin on drugs, them people are not. And it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not for like. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not really for negative reasoning. It's just they don't want to see you succeed to an extent. They don't understand. You have to meet people with their level of understanding, because sometimes people will keep you stuck behind with their negative reasoning. And environment, it's hard to be successful in an environment that doesn't breed success. When you're in a negative environment and all you see is negativity, you will gravitate towards negativity and do negative things. And yourself, because you basically have to have the will to push through, because obviously, yeah, if you done made this far and you understand the poverty, you can see how the deck is stacked against you. So you have to have strong will to succeed. All right, you want to get into cryptocurrency and you want to do it for free. I got a deal for you. The current price of Bitcoin is $36,444 as of today. But Pod Network, you can earn free cryptocurrency, and it's simple. All you gotta do is push a button. It's by invitation only, though. It's by invitation only. So I'm gonna give you the code. All right, this is a limited time offer. I'm 80% on my security circle. Please join. Use my invitation code and join my security circle and join my earning team. We can make this money together. Free cryptocurrency. It's simple. All you gotta do is sign up and push a button. And they do have an app for Android and for Apple. But you're still going to need the invitation code. The invitation code is BGLYMP, BGLYMPH.